Hi honeys, it's Michelle. I'm here today to do kind of a fun, different video. I'm sorry about the change in scenery, but I am sitting where I usually film for my main channel. I figured it's already set up and it just seems like the right place to film this video. What I'm going to be talking about today is a card game that I put together to help figure out what my next TBR list is going to be. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. I've been seeing all of these different TBR games floating around online in different places, and I looked at all of them and none of them quite felt like a good fit for me. But I thought, you know what would be cool, and I'm sure other people have had this idea, but just to take a deck of cards and assign a different trope to each card in the deck and just turn it into a fun card game. So that's what I'm going to do. I usually read anywhere from 6 to 8 books a month, usually. So what I plan on doing is figuring out a TBR that's 7 or 8 books. If I don't finish everything, I will transfer what I didn't read in the last month to the next month, usually. Not all the time. Sometimes a book won't feel right for that season anymore as I'm moving into different seasons. So if there's a book from my last TBR, for example, for the summer, that was a summer read that I haven't read, I'm probably not going to move it into September because now I'm going into more fall, spooky kind of reads. And what I'll be doing is one book from Book of the Month, one new release that I go and purchase, one book that is a continuation in a cozy mystery series. Right now I'm reading Charlaine Harris's Harper Connolly series, so that will be another one, whatever's next in the series. And then the other 4 books I will be selecting from this list, or from this game. And then the other 4 books I will be selecting using this game. So what I'm going to do when I do my TBR list now is I'm going to get on the floor near my TBR stack, get everything kind of laid out in front of me, and I will have the 3 books that are already predetermined to tell you about, and then I will play the game and come up with the other 4 books. Unless, of course, I have a book that I'm reading for an author, and then I might have to add another book, or maybe not add quite so many books from the card game. I got all these little caveats, right? This is the game that I came up with here. And if you want one of these, I made this into a little PDF. Just let me know. I'll put my email address up here, but you can also click down. I'll put a link to my email address down in the description box. You can send me a message there and I will send you the PDF of this. And then if you're interested in playing this kind of game each month for your TBR, or whenever you're trying to decide what your next book is going to be or something like that, you could even change the tropes on here if you don't like the ones that I picked. But I just thought it'd be fun. I spent a pretty decent amount of time thinking of tropes that I liked or that appealed to me, kind of going through a bunch of different trope lists and just compiling everything and then getting rid of the ones that I didn't find quite as exciting. Okay, the deck of cards that I have, I love this deck of cards. It is, here's what it looks like. It is the Alice in Wonderland Playing Cards 1865 is the brand. I think that's the brand name. And if you are interested in getting some of these, I got these 4 or 5 years ago, so I don't even know if they're still available. I got them on Amazon. I'll try to find a link and put that in the description box as well. Now, one thing I did decide, there's 2 jokers in here and I'm going to keep them in here. The jokers I'm going to use as a card where if I draw it, I can just pick whatever book I want out of my TBR stack. So that's what these will be for. And they both say We're All Mad Here. on the cards. Sorry about the glare. I'm going to do spades first. So for the ace of spades, it'll be a book in a series. So if I do that, I'll have to read another book from another series, which that's fine. I have plenty of those in my TBR stack. The 2 is a book that was recommended. 3 is 2 or more characters on the cover. 4 is an animal on the cover. 5, a tree or plant on the cover. 6, a book that starts with the letter J. 7, a book that starts with the letter B. 8, a book that starts with the letter F. 9 is a book that is written by an author who is new to you. So it doesn't have to be a first-time author or anything like that, just somebody you've never read before. 10 is a 4-word title. Jack is set in a city you want to visit. Queen is set in a place that you have lived. Whether you do now or not, doesn't matter, but just somewhere you've lived at some point in your life. And king is set on a ship, in a hotel, on a plane, on a train, etc. Just something travel related. Next, I'm going to do hearts. The ace is under 200 pages. 2 is over 500 pages. 3 is a mystery or thriller. 4, a book with 1 word as a title. 5, a book of short stories. 6, a book set in a different country than the one you live in. You might not be in America like I am watching this, so just a different country than what you live in. 7, a book that is translated to English, or if English isn't your native tongue, a book that's been translated into your native tongue. 8, a book written over 100 years ago. 9, a book set during Christmas or, the holiday season. 10, a graphic novel. Jack, a banned book. Queen, a book with a number in the title. King, a book written in the year you were born, or as close as you can get. I thought that was fair. We probably don't all have books in our TBR stack that are born the year, or were written the year we were born, but you might have something within 5, 10, 15 years. Okay, next up we have clubs. The ace is a book that is set in high school. 2, a book set in the future. 3, a book that takes place during Halloween or the fall season. 4, bought at a thrift shop or just a secondhand book. 5, a reread or a book that's on your to be reread list, stack, yeah. 6, a book that has been made into a movie. Or if you don't have one of those, a book that's been made into a show. Number 7, a book that has LGBTQ representation. Number 8, a book with a Black author. Number 9, a book with an Asian author. Number 10, a book with a Hispanic author. The Jack a Native American author. The Queen, a historical fiction book. And the King, an author with the same initials as you. And then last but not least are the diamonds. Ace, a book with a name in the title. 2, a book with a number in the title. 3, a book with a blue cover or with blue in the cover. I'm going to go through some colors here. It's all a cover that's that color or has that color on the cover if you don't have one that's straight out that color. 4 is purple. 5 is red. 6 is orange. 7 is green. 8 is yellow. 9 is pink. 10 is a book with a place in the title. Jack is a cozy book. And for me, that would be a cozy mystery. But if you don't have any cozy mysteries, just a book that in some way, shape, or form you find kind of cozy, soothing, relaxing. We could all use some relaxation, right? Queen, a nonfiction book. And King, a classic. So that's it. That's what I have assigned to each of the cards in the deck. Be sure to keep your eye out for my next TBR video because I will be playing this game. What I'm going to do is shuffle the cards, roll some die, and then, you know, so if it's a 4, I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 4th one is the one that I will pick. And that's how I plan on playing it. If you decide that you want to play this game and you have a page and you want to incorporate it into your page, let me know. I would love to watch and see what people do with this. I think it's just kind of a fun idea because we can all play around with it a little bit. And like I said, I don't think this is an original idea I have. I'm sure somebody else has done it at some point. I just don't know who they are. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. I love you. Bye.